Okay, here we go. I can show them how to do it when I'm in the zone. Before we start, let me puff that indigo. If I thrust
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, Dead on Dave, and we are live right after NXT, my favorite hour of wrestling each and every single week. And let me tell you, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I like to see. Last week, I was a little bit down on NXT. I went back and I decided I was a little bit too harsh on it. But this is what I like about NXT. When NXT does this, when it's match after match after match, there's some stuff in the back that all makes sense. It's all continuous. It works. It doesn't have, see, this is the type of show where you didn't need something outwardly spectacular. We didn't need like a 5-star match. You don't need those over the top, false finish, crazy matches when you just have 5 or 6 solid wrestling matches. And that's what we got. We got solid wrestling matches, plain and simple. And it was a lot of fun, man. It worked really well. Really well. By the way, guys, don't freak out. I didn't hurt my neck. It's called a scarf. I'm the pinnacle of fashion. Don't you guys know? Really, my neck's cold. My neck's cold as shit. So, pinnacle of fashion, not a neck injury. I'm not pulling a Bobby the Brain. Don't worry. And people are like, what's going on with the friggin' hair? Well, you know, yeah, I got it fixed. I don't look retarded anymore. It's still a little bit blonde, but hey, you know, it's okay. But enough about me, more about NXT. By the way, check out the graphics here. See the graphics? New, little bit cleaned up, streamlined version by my man, Sal, the copious graphics guru. Look at this shit, just beautiful. Ooh, yeah, dig it. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get right into it. We're going to take your calls, your questions, your quips, your concerns, your hopes, your dreams, all of that good stuff. We're going to take that just in a little while. You can call in David Vancura, DAVIDVANCURA, or use the number 702-751-2902, but not yet. Not yet. Let me get through those copious amounts of notes, because that's where we start, because that's what we do here. Copious amounts of notes. Here we go. Starting off tonight, Sami Zayn and Adam Rose, man. All right, this was about 6 minutes. Nothing spectacular about this match. Nothing that really stood out. Don't really know why. I feel like those two guys would have done a little bit more than they did. Not a bad match by any stretch of the imagination. But, you know, it's one of those things where you can understand why it kicked off a night instead of ending a night. So it was pretty good. So not a bad way to start. Sami Zayn gets the victory with submission. About a 6-minute match. Nothing bad about this at all. The crowd still reacting to Adam Rose in a good way. Why not change his music by now? Adam Rose needs to just be completely fixed. Completely fixed. You know what I'm saying? Just completely. I don't know. Next, we get a Johnny Gargano promo, which we really haven't had too much of to this point. Not a great talker. Not a great talker. Undersized. I think you can kind of see why it took Gargano so long to get to the WWE or NXT, whatever you want to say, because he's undersized and he's not the greatest talker in the world. It was kind of awkward. He was referring to himself in the third person, and, you know, it's okay. It's just something I thought I'd mention. After that, Gable and Jordan with a great promo. Some people are going to criticize that they're awkward. They're supposed to be awkward. That's the whole point of these two, and the way that they do things is just awesome. How they clumsily stumbled upon American Alpha as their team name, I thought that was really good. These two are supposed to be clunky and awkward and weird. And it works. It works. It really is brilliant, and I love these two together. I can't wait for a huge 2016 out of them. Next, we got Apollo Crews and Ty Dillinger. And for my money, for my cash, my skizzo, my cheddar, my Kraft macaroni and cheese, I can watch this match every single show. I can watch Ty Dillinger and Apollo Crews every day of the week and twice on Sundays, man, because these two work. Ty Dillinger works well with everybody. He is a goddamn 10. I love Ty Dillinger. Apollo Crews took secondary to the match most of the time in this one, and I like that. He had a comeback late in the match. He did some really nice power moves. He hit some really, really impressive moves, but Ty Dillinger is just so boom, boom, boom. He's crisp. He's sharp. He's got this good gimmick. I really want to see more out of Ty Dillinger in the future. I love these two together. Really, really nice match. And I love Apollo Crews' new finish. As much as I love that backflip that he does, I do like the backflip, but I like this almost Blue Thunder bomb, but a little bit more high impact. I like this move quite a bit. So really good out of Apollo Crews. I like him continuing to take his game to the next step. I also like what he did after the match, issuing a challenge to NXT champion Finn Balor. This is not about title. This is just about Crews proving himself, and I thought it was a really nice touch to it. So that was cool. Thought it was really well done. Again, really, really nice match. Ty Dillinger is really good, folks. If you haven't noticed, Ty Dillinger is really good. Really good. After that, Blake Murphy and Little Miss Bliss do their thing on the mic. And God, I love Alexa Bliss so much. She's so good on the mic. She just takes those two little bitches, Blake and Murphy, and just says, yeah, crushes them. And just, God, oh, I'm glad that I am not in anywhere close to her vicinity, because the crimes she would get me to commit in her name, it would be bad. I would go on crime sprees because she's so evil and she's so manipulative and so sexy. I wouldn't be able to deal with it. I wouldn't be able to deal with it. Just insane. Because, I don't know, I don't want to spoil anything from the main event tonight, or the tag team match between the two, or anything like that, that she had later on tonight. But I'm just going to say, that ass. Make a Dave man cry. So fine. Anyway, I got the vapors. Oh, Lord, I got the vapors. Thank you, Miss Bliss, for giving me the tinglies. Love me some Alexa Bliss. She did a good job with Blake and Murphy on the mic, the setting up further stuff with Gable and Jordan. We got a really interesting vignette after that I think a lot of people may have missed. The Vaudevillains, I think that was a tease to villainy, to the way that the Vaudevillains actually worked. Because the Vaudevillains now is terrible. I hate the Vaudevillains. You know what, Sal? Fuck you. Sal Cato, man, he's got me pegged. He goes, Dave got lost for a sec looking at the chat. In fact, I did. I got completely lost for a second. That's hysterical. Yeah. You're breaking the fourth wall, Sal. But I like the Vaudevillains possibly returning to villainy. They're the Vaudevillains. They're the Vaudevillains. Bad guys. It works when they're bad guys. It's not hipster ironic that they're called the Vaudevillains, and because they're vaudevillian, but they're not going to be villains. No, it's annoying. It's not hipster chic. It's annoying. It's definitely not as classy as this badass scarf. I can tell you that, because not only does it make the women melt, but it keeps my throat hole nice and warm. Yeah. After that, we got Baron Corbin, and this was my favorite match of the night. Baron Corbin against a debuting Rich Swann. Yes, mini Kingston, a lot of people might say. Good Lord, do I love this guy already. I've seen him on the indies. I always thought he was a little bit reckless and out of control, and it looked like he kind of beefed up, too, coming into this match. And first thing I want to say, Baron Corbin is an absolute finished product. Now, some people might go like, what? But it's been a short period of time where we were saying, man, Corbin has got issues, to, man, this guy can work with anybody now. He's able to put people over in the same match as he destroys them. He's making people that you wouldn't think that he can work with look really good. I looked at this match and I was like, oh no. Oh no, look at the size difference. There's no way that Rich Swann is going to be able to have this match. It's just not going to work. There's no way this works, right? As Stone Cold would say. Nah, son, hate to tell you, that's not the facts. The reality is, it worked. It worked, and it worked really, really well. Rich Swann looked fantastic. The athleticism, all of the moves that he was able to do, the things that he was able to accomplish, it was incredible. Did we get a donation that I missed? If we did, I apologize. I don't know why it didn't work. It's been working. It's been working. So let me see. If we did get a donation, I apologize to those who donated. If that's the case, let me go check right now, because I don't want anyone getting screwed out of their Chewbacca sound and getting their comment read. That's not what we do here. In fact, we did. Bear donated $5 as founder and leader of the Anti-Trolls and Dave's Chat movement. I motion that action be taken against Isaac A. immediately. Wishing death on any of my brethren should not be tolerated. Not my problem. Not my problem, players. That's on you guys. You guys want to have your retardation up in the chat to have a damn fight in a war. That's on you guys. Dave don't do nothing with that. Dave just keeps doing Dave things. We're going to keep doing Dave things. Usually that just means being awful. But, you know, hey, that's what we do. Anyway, Rich Swann was unbelievably impressive. He really was. I like what he did with a guy that you wouldn't think that he'd be able to work with or be able to work with him. But it worked. The match was really impressive. Corbin looked good. He kind of debuted a different finishing move. The Deep Six, I think Corey Graves called it. By the way, thank God Corey Graves and Tom Phillips are back together. They were great last week. They were even better this week. Holy God. Holy God. Yes, I needed those two back together. And it just shows the two-man commentary team is the only way they should be going forward from this moment on. It just works the best. Jesus, it's fantastic. Anyways, Swann loses in his debut, but you can definitely see something big happening for Swann in the future, because he looked good. And I love the Lionel Richie all night long chants early in the match too. That was good. Next up, a little backstage interview. Oh my God, Bay Mella are so adorable. I can't even stand it. I can't even stand how cute they are. That's why I'm really wearing this nice scarf, because it's fabulous, just like those two. Oh my God. I would like to take them to like every Broadway show imaginable. Fabulous. Really, really cute. I like that. I don't know if they're going to break them up as far as have a big situation between the two of them. Like a falling out. I don't know if that's really necessary. Probably not. I think that keeping this narrative that the way that they're going is going to work just fine. Is it me, or is Carmella looking better and better every time I see her? Not only just in the ring, just fine-wise. Damn, Carmella looks good. I know Cass would kill me. He'd roll me up in a little ball and a fat ball, and throw me into a garbage can somewhere. But hey, I'm just saying, your woman's fine. Your woman's fine. Yo, woman's fine. And I'm banging my microphone. Not good. So after that, Carmella and Bayley tag together against Emma and Alexa Bliss. Dana Brooke at ringside. Now, I want to say something about Dana Brooke. I thought she did a really good job in this match on the outside. I think she did a fantastic job of being an agitator, and I'm not doing nothing. And then Tom and Corey making fun of, I'm not doing nothing, Tom. That was fantastic. That was fantastic, man. I love that. I thought it was really, really well done. And I only bring it up because Lord knows Dana Brooke needs something positive said about her. Jesus, man. So here, Dana, here's the bone. Catch it. It's for you because you needed it because you did a good job in a non-combative role. So good job. Carmella and Bayley, Emma and Alexa. Real dominating performance out of Emma and Alexa for most of the match. Just going after Bayley, jumping her before the match. Bayley selling the rib injuries. Couldn't really get to Carmella. They allow Corbin to come in late in the match after a hot tag. They don't do the prototypical hot tag team match. They just have her kind of dominate her singles competitor that she was in there with the time, which I believe was Alexa. And really cool friggin' match. I like the match. I like the build. I like the finish because Carmella looks awesome. Really, really strong. Really strong in this finish. And I love that finisher that she does. It's really simplistic and it's just pretty damn amazing. I'm really happy with this match. And then the aftermath, Carmella and Bayley, all friends and happy and drinking tea and holding hands and frolicking. Oh, the frolicking. It was pretty good. I do like these two, and I can't wait to see what they do as far as a match goes. Look, some people may not be a fan of something like this with two friends going after each other for the title, but me, I think this is such a departure from what we've seen out of the NXT women's division, which I think is really important. I think it's really important because up on the Divas roster, we see the exact same match constantly. We see the exact same setup all of the time. We see it all of the time. Same thing. It's never anything different. Yet, in NXT, they have the ability to tell different stories. We went from an epic encounter between Bayley and Sasha, and Bayley kind of going through the end of the old guard of the NXT women to having a serious underdog performance against Nia Jax to this completely different type of storyline with Carmella. And I think it's going to be really interesting to see how they develop and see how their match is going to be. I'm really excited about that. I think it's going to be very, very cool indeed. Indeed. So I'm looking forward to that. I am really, really looking forward to that. Finally, we got Samoa Joe and Johnny Gargano. I'm glad Johnny Gargano is here to stay in NXT, at least how it looks like he is. He works great matches with just about anybody, and he did this again tonight with Samoa Joe, who I think we are seeing the best version of Samoa Joe that we've seen in the past maybe 10 years almost, man. I think what he has done in NXT just is so much better than almost anything that he's done anywhere else, including TNA, since like 2004. You know, I mean, that's when Joe was really, really special. But he is recapturing some of that because of his mystique and his pedigree and everything that he has. He's really starting to recapture a lot of that magic here in NXT with the amount of diverse talent that he's able to work with. It's pretty damn cool to see, man. I think it's a very, very cool thing to see. And I'm happy to watch these matches and see what Johnny Gargano is able to do with a guy like Samoa Joe. And more importantly, to see what Joe's able to bring out of a guy like Johnny Gargano. And there was a lot of back and forth. There was a lot of innovative offense. There was some aggression. And then I really enjoy Samoa Joe putting people to sleep with that Kakuna clutch at the end of matches. It's violent. It's vicious. It looks good. It looks crisp. And everyone seems to be able to sell to it because at the end of the day, it's just a choke. It's just a really nasty choke. It's a little more legal than a Taz mission, but it's not much more different. I like that he grapevines it. It's a really, really good set of maneuvers that he's able to do to get into that. I love it. I love it. So really happy with this NXT. There was nothing after the match. There was no big display. There was no Samoa Joe calling out anybody or having a brawl. That was kind of refreshing. I like the fact that tonight was just focused on matches. That was what really sold NXT for me tonight, was that it was just about matches all night. Match. It was just very well done. There was no bullshit involved. It was just about wrestling. And I think I needed that after Raw, which were the emphasis and the onus was so far away from wrestling. I felt so detached from, I'm coming to see wrestling. Whether or not Chris Jericho entertained me with a fucking cartwheel means nothing to me if I'm not being entertained by the core of what I'm watching, and that's wrestling. Tonight, NXT gripped me by the gonads and said, here's your wrestling, Dave. Enjoy it. Let's take some calls, man. Let's get into it. If you want to call in on Skype at David Vancura, DavidVancura. Use the number 702-751-2902. Let's start with the tiny little man, child, boy, guy, AJ Tucker. That was an intro for the ages. AJ, what you got? You're live with Dead on Dave.
First of all, tiny man, child, boy, guy, whatever.
Yeah.
Great intro. And for about the second week in a row, I forgot to watch NXT.
Oh my God. How can you forget? Wait, hold on. Wait. I got to stop you there. How can you forget to watch NXT? That's like forgetting to put on pants.
Yeah, I know. It's weird. I forgot it was Wednesday. And then I looked at your YouTube channel and saw that you were live and just thought, oh, crap.
So you're just here to be a glory whore.
Well, no. I'm watching it as we speak. But
you're trying to play catch up.
Yeah, but okay. I mean, you could. But I did want to ask you, because it's okay if you spoil.
Hey, wait, refrain your question for 1 second, because we just got a donation, and the Chewbacca yell is back up. Once again, Bear, $2 donation. This is for Gun Cannon, the Nazi mod that stole my chatting powers. My fingers does not need to be on caps lock in order to type in all caps. There's a reason why it's called caps lock. All right. Bear, continuing his war for some reason. If you want to be like Bear, you can go ahead and donate to the channel and help us continue to do things that we do right here with the numbers and the X-splits and all of that good stuff. You guys go ahead and if you're so inclined, be like Bear, donate to the channel, and I'd very much appreciate it. Deep. All right. What you got, AJ? What's your question?
Well, how's that anti-Pittsburgh movement going on for Bear?
I don't care.
That's a great answer.
I didn't start that shit. It has nothing to do with me. I bust Pittsburgh boys nuts for a completely different reason. I don't know what's going on. That's all fucking chat shit. Come on, give me something.
No, but I am watching this Adam Rose Sami Zayn match. Sami Zayn is killing it, and it's great to see him in the ring.
So you're just starting the damn match, right? You're starting the show right now.
Yeah.
So did you think you were going to come on here and just watch all the matches and we were going to talk about it? Like we're just...
No.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. It seems like you're like, hey, Dave, I'm going to watch NXT and I'm going to tell you what I think about it because I'm taking over your show because I'm AJ Tucker. No,
I didn't say that. You
AJ,
said that.
We're going to have fisticuffs.
But I didn't. No, but I did want to ask.
Calm down, AJ. Calm down. I'm just kidding. Calm down. Okay, AJ, put your headphones on. Do you have headphones? Put them on. AJ, listen to me.
Yeah.
AJ, it's okay. I'm here for you, buddy. It's going to be all right.
Why are we whispering?
We're going to be good. Look at my scarf. It's magical. Okay. What else you got for me, buddy?
I'm kind of confused why Adam Rose is competing on NXT with the whole social outcast thing. I don't really see what the reason for that is. Because
he's Adam Rose, and now the social outcasts are buried anyway. Who gives a shit?
Well, yeah, with the whole Josh, especially with the whole Josh thing.
You know what? I'm going to talk about. I'll talk about it now. Here's the thing. For those of you who don't know, yes, Josh, the winner of Tough Enough, he made a comment on Twitter, basically hashtag social jobbers, which I don't think he had any. Me personally, had a little bit of limited knowledge I actually know about backstage stuff in wrestling. I went to wrestling school for about 2 seconds, all that crap, whatever. 35, God, I just put myself 3 years older than I am. 32 years on the planet, 27 of those I've been watching wrestling. You don't do stuff like this when you're an unproven rookie who got goddamn brought into the WWE on a reality show. I don't think you do that, but here's the thing as well. it was stupid what he said, but I don't think it deserved some of the backlash, especially socially, like on social media that he got. He got a lot of heat, and apparently it got so bad. It got so bad that the WWE brass almost stepped in because it got that bad. Now, all that being said, there's one guy who is the voice of reason, and you would not even guess who it would be. It was Lance Storm. Lance Storm tweeted all of these guys,
Peacekeeper,
and said, in just typical Lance Storm fashion. I love Lance Storm. He goes, look, he's a young kid. He says stupid things. It's okay. Eventually, they're gonna forget about it. And he goes, either that or just find out what those guys drink and send them a case of whatever it is. Just perfect Lance Storm. I love that. So there you go.
It's great to know that Johnny Gargano is still alive in NXT.
Yes.
Looks
and
like
now it seems like
Aries.
both he and Tommaso Ciampa are fixtures of NXT, which is only good for NXT.
Yeah, that's a great tag team. Or, like, because I don't care if they're a tag team or singles competitors.
Yeah.
They're both good, especially Tommaso Ciampa, because with his match with Samoa Joe, that was a good match. So I could see them as singles competitors or tag team. It really doesn't matter to me. But, yeah, I like both guys.
Yeah, I think that it's a pretty good thing that they have going on. I like them as singles guys, but I can also see them having a lot of success as a tag team. All right, so you watch the rest of this show. I'm letting you go watch the rest of this show, and you tell me what you think of it afterwards, okay? No, don't wait. Never mind, because I don't want to report. You have to sit on it. That's your punishment for forgetting to put on your pants.
I'm sorry.
No, AJ, I depend on you.
Can you forgive me? Will you ever forgive me?
No.
I'm sorry.
Let's ask the scarf. And the scarf says no. AJ, have a really good night. Enjoy NXT, buddy.
You too.
All right, take it easy.
See ya.
AJ Tucker, everybody. AJ Tucker. Big shout out to everybody in the chat who's hanging out with me right now, man. We're having a good time. We're partying. It's 3:30 in the morning here in Germania, and I just want to say quick love to everyone. Pittsburgh Boy, Bear, Sam Harlock, Gun Cannon, Chris Premchand, if that's how you say it, Fake Ass Twat, X2Boo Videos, Sal, Michael Mendoza. We got all kinds of people hanging out, having a good time, getting crazy. And we also have a new caller. What's going on, Matt J? You're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
I may be in the minority here, but I wasn't really all that into NXT tonight.
Oh, I was, because just the wrestling, it was just great wrestling all night. It wasn't like spectacular, the false finish type of show, but it was just meat and potatoes, grinded out, 5 really solid matches. Nothing was wrong with the wrestling, and they did some real subtle things in the back. It was just I love this show. This is why I love NXT, because they can do things like that.
I liked it, but I didn't really think it was that great. But my favorite match out of the 5 was probably Apollo Crews and Ty Dillinger. I really enjoyed that match.
Yeah, mine too. I could see Ty Dillinger fight a damn broom. I'll watch Ty Dillinger fight a broom.
Yes, he is so good. He honestly just did. Don't get me wrong. Like, he's a good enhancement talent, but I think he deserves a top spot in NXT.
All right, we're taking off the damn scarf, folks. The scarf's got to go. All right. You know what? He is a great enhancement talent, but I definitely see more to him than just that. I see a brighter future for him because he is really solid, man. The guy is really good at what he does. He's got a great look. He's got fantastic support. I love him. I love the guy.
Yeah, he's great. Another thing I wanted to point out, I don't know if you noticed this, but they actually aired the Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn thing that happened at the house show.
They did.
So, that kind of surprised me.
It didn't surprise me because of how they spun it, the narrative that they used. You never know who's going to show up at an NXT event. Look, you got to remember what they're trying to do here. They're trying to continue to build a brand and get people to show up in more and more cities as they continue to tour. Doing things like that, having Kevin Owens show up and confront Sami Zayn of all people at a random house show, is only going to help sell the product to bigger cities and bigger venues and bigger events. It's really smart marketing. Really goddamn smart.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't think this means a WrestleMania match, but I do think this is slow building towards a future match between the two.
I think it's unrelated. I think it's unrelated in a sense of like building anything imminent, but it is related that it is continuing to keep those two guys in the same breath. Because you never want to let people forget about them completely, just in case you need to go with it at a moment's notice. And so that's, again, really smart marketing.
Yeah, it is. But for me, the highlight of the show was American Alpha, Jordan and Gable. Absolutely outstanding. Fantastic.
They got such a good dynamic. They're so goofy.
Yeah. I mean, Jason Jordan, he's going to be big. He's going to be great.
They see really dollar signs with Jason Jordan, man. They do.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Like I know Chad Gable's probably the better of the two, but
I don't know if he is. That's the thing. I don't know if he is. I love Chad Gable. I think he's a fantastic wrestler. He's a Daniel Bryan guy. I think he has more charisma than Daniel Bryan, by the way. He's that type of guy. He's going to be hindered by his size. But Jason Jordan is every bit as good of a technical wrestler, maybe not as good, but he's right there with him. Chad Gable's a goddamn Olympian, don't get me wrong. But Jordan is very good in the ring. He's got the size they look for. This is going to sound fucked up, but he's the right kind of black. You know, he's not super. We know how the WWE is. He's Rocky type of black, where he's really light skinned. He's very attractive. He's got an appealing look to him. The WWE is not going to, there could be no misgivings about like maybe he's not going to play on a bigger scale because he's, quote, too black, which I believe conversations like that still happen in the wrestling industry. I don't give a shit what anybody else will try to sell you. Those conversations happen. It's just, that's reality. So I'm really, really happy with that. And I like the fact that Jason Jordan is so intense because that's something else that's going to help him. Does he have the mic skills? We're going to find out later on, but I know the WWE is salivating over this guy.
Yeah, I agree. Another thing I liked was them teasing the Vaudevillains heel turn. I thought that was really cool.
Yes, Jesus, what long overdue.
They cannot be baby faces. It just doesn't work.
No.
It just doesn't.
Doesn't work at all. Zero work. No work.
Yeah, I don't even know why they turned them face in the first place. I really don't.
Yeah, I don't know, because they needed somebody to stand up against Blake and Murphy, and there was nobody else that was right there at the time. I think Cass and Enzo, they might have been either on a break or doing something else. I'm not sure, but there was really no other face to go against Blake and Murphy at the time.
Yeah, I still think Enzo and Cass should have took the belts off of Blake and Murphy, but whatever.
Yeah, but that doesn't. They're one of those teams where I don't think they need the belts, and I think that they still might get the belts off the Mechanics. The Mechanics.
Oh yeah, I see them beating the Mechanics whenever. I see
Bear with a $2 donation as founder and leader of the anti-Nazi movement, anti-Nazi mod movement. I am offended. I say offended by the actions of the Nazi mod. I've got to go and read the rest of this. Jesus. God damn it, Bear with your long paragraph fucking comments. But it's okay because you paid for it, so thank you for that. As founder and leader of the anti-Nazi mods movement, I am offended. I say offended by the actions of the Nazi mod. I say Nazi mod, known as Gun Cannon 15. I say demand action be taken. This is a travesty. # down with Nazi mods. No. Again, Dave goes to ignoring this craziness that's happening within my chat. Within the realm of my chat. Craziness. Get along, kids. Get along. What else you got for me? What's your rating for tonight, Matt?
I said I wasn't really into it, but I thought overall it was a good show. I'm going to give it a 7.5.
Dave talked you into it, because that's what I do. I'm right around. Look, I'm not saying it's a 9 or anything like that. I'm around a 7.5 to an 8. I just really enjoyed the wrestling tonight. I thought it was really well done.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, well, I appreciate the call, Matt J. Have yourself a very nice evening.
You too. See ya.
Take it easy, buddy. Matt J, everybody. Matt J. For those of you guys who have been trying to call in, please feel free to do so. Remember, I only take one caller at a time here. I don't like to jam a bunch of people on and have everyone yapping all over each other because Lord knows I talk enough. So, one at a time. Speaking of which, let's take another call Tony Hall. Tony Hall, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Not much, man. I was watching NXT. I missed the first match of the first beginning of it. I was about to watch it.
Why are you blowing? Don't stop blowing into the phone.
I'm sorry. I have a headpiece on. I was watching NXT. It was really good. I'm
Tony.
Yeah.
I cannot hear you.
Uh-huh.
What are you doing? Are you running? Are you running and spinning the phone around into the wind? What are you doing?
No, I'm not. I have my headphones on. Sorry.
Listen, I'm gonna say this as nice as I possibly can. You need to speak as clearly as humanly possible. Don't use headphones.
Sorry.
Call me and use the phone, okay? Because I want to be able to hear you for a change. All right.
I'm sorry.
All right, Tony. What do you got for me, buddy?
I think the tag teams are really, really solid teams. I think it would be good for the this year. And that was really. I watched Emma attacked Bailey when she was not looking. And she you see that part she hit the ribs. Oh, that was perfect.
Yeah, it was a good shot. Match. She sold it well.
And that she says, and what's her name? I forgot the name of it. And she says, "Oh, I didn't touch her," and that was a really good move. And that was a good match. The end was really good, and I was impressed.
Yeah, I think Carmella really did. You got called Wind Tunnel Tony. That's fantastic.
What's it?
Yeah, I thought Carmella looked like an absolute beast. I thought she did a really good job. And God, she's sexy as hell. What else did you like from the show?
The end of the match, like Johnny Gargano and versus
Johnny Gargano, yes.
Gargano and Samoa Joe, just Samoa Joe beat on him, and you see his head hit the mat and on his feet.
Yes,
it almost hit his head. Almost hit his head on his neck.
I thought he was gonna die. I'm gonna die.
And that was a good match. The clutch, and it was really, really good. Mm-hmm. That was, and the promo, Johnny Gable and Gable
Chad Gable and Jason Jordan.
And that's a good promo. That was a good promo.
And it was awkward. It was good. Overall, what was your rating for tonight, man?
I honestly, to be honest with you, I give it. Let me this. I give it a good one. How about 8.5?
All right, Tony. I appreciate that, buddy.
Fun,
Thanks for the call, as always.
Fun.
Stay away from wind tunnels, Tony. Stay away from wind tunnels.
I will.
Take it easy, buddy.
I will.
I don't know. I can't take it. I don't know what to do. Oh, I don't know what to do. It's so good. Oh, I don't want to be an ass. It's so good. My nipples. Breathe. We're going to breathe. We're going to breathe this out, folks. We're going to breathe this out. Josh Hampton says, I'm calling into the show. Well, call on in, buddy. Call on in. Blah, blah, blah. Call on in, and I'll take your call. Remember, I'm only taking one at a time, but I'll take your call because I got nothing else to do. It's 3:37 in the morning here in Germany, and I'm wide awake. My heat's working a little bit better. Holy shit, I was actually able to sleep. I'm not dying. It's amazing. Nice water. This show is brought to you by water because it's free. It's water. Well, this water isn't free. But it was cheap. All right. So, yes. I don't know if we're done with the calls. I'm not sure if everybody has finished talking about NXT tonight. I have no idea. But let's talk a little bit of news while we're waiting for more people to be calling in. A lot of news going on, man. A lot of things being reported. A lot of things going back and forth. Apparently, the AJ Styles deal is done. It is all but finished. And there is still some interesting... There's still some interesting things about the fact that is AJ going to be debuting at Royal Rumble, or will it be the next? Or will it be the next night on Raw? We don't know yet. It's going to be interesting to see what they decide to do with that. I still say the Royal Rumble, but that's me personally. Let's take another call. 618, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
What's up, man? It's Josh Hampton. What's up, Dead on Dave?
What's up, Josh? How you doing, buddy?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good, man. I missed NXT and I couldn't watch it because we had a bad snowstorm here in Illinois, so I couldn't watch it. My network fucked up.
Yeah.
But if you don't mind, can I talk about the Rumble this Sunday?
Well, we have Rumble shows the rest of the week, so keep it short because I want you to be able to call in later on in the week and talk about the Rumble. And this is an NXT show, but sure, give me some quick thoughts about the Rumble. Quick thoughts.
Do you think Daniel Bryan will be in the Rumble?
No, I don't. And it's actually something that I was just about to touch on. So that's actually kind of perfect that you brought that up because there was all these rumors that Daniel Bryan was in Pittsburgh to go get some testing done on his noggin from the main neurological doctor with the WWE, Dr. James Maroon. Turns out that was not the case. He did not have an appointment with the doctor. He did not go get checked out. There was not more tests done on Daniel Bryan. So he is no closer to getting cleared than he was a week ago, which was the Grand Canyon away from being cleared. I don't know if WWE is ever going to clear him. If he does show up at the Rumble, that would be a legitimate surprise. And I don't know if it's a great idea because it hurts anybody else's chance of getting over winning. If Daniel Bryan returns at the Rumble, he almost has to win the damn thing. So, or you're screwing the rest of the possible winners.
Right now, one more question before you throw me to the top row. Who's going to show up from the Bullet Club at the Rumble?
I think only AJ. I think it'll just be AJ. He'll be the only one making an appearance at the Rumble. I believe both Doc and Carl Anderson will be showing up at NXT sometime in February. And Shinsuke Nakamura, while not being a Bullet Club member, but he is one of the biggest independent and New Japan guys in the world, he will be showing up sometime after that, probably in late February, early March, more than likely. So I think AJ will be the one guy who'll be showing up at the Rumble.
That'll be awesome. So you can go ahead and throw them over the top rope now. I know it's more callers want to call in, but, man, I'm listening to you right now on YouTube, and you keep it close.
I appreciate that, man. Thanks for calling in, and I appreciate the support. And you're over the top rope, as wished. As promised, there you go, over the top rope.
Oh, all right.
All right. I like that people are happy about getting thrown over the top rope. It makes me happy. It makes me happy that it makes you happy. It sounded like we got a new donation, but I didn't see the donation. Oh, there it is. Bear donated $10. I have been wrongly timed out again. I say again, the Nazi mods are completely out of control. We will rise. We will conquer. We will rule for Dave, for Fake Ass Twat, for SF Boy, for Pittsburgh Boy, for justice in Conflex. Okay. We have an incensed Bear. He's incensed. Oh my God. This war in the chat, it's becoming like Lord of the Rings-esque. It's pretty epic. You guys are all nuts. You guys are all nuts. I saw someone new in the chat post a few moments ago. Yes, Joseph Marchesny. Joseph Marchesny. Sup, Dave? It's Joe from Des Moines. Tonight's NXT was not bad, really. And a big shout out, hello to Jordan Turner. Sup, man? Hey, that's all right. There you go. What's going on, Joseph? Thanks for calling in, or thanks for typing in, I should say. All right, let's get back into it, man. Let's talk a little bit more news while we're waiting for the next calls. If anybody else has any more calls, now's the time to do so. Dave's taking off the fashionable scarf. It's gone. It's off. It's out of here. But we're still taking calls. So if you want to call in on Skype, David Vancura, DAVIDVANCURA, or 702-751-2902. Forgot my number there for a second. Yeah. All right, so we talked a little bit about the Daniel Bryan thing. It does not look like he is going to be cleared anytime soon, but it could happen. There was a lot of rumor the fact that he was in Pittsburgh for these tests. That's not the case, apparently. That's, once again, Meltzer. Never know if that's true. Never know if it's true because it's Meltzer. I saw, the odds. I want to talk about the odds, man. The odds makers are tripping me out. After this call, I'm going to talk to you guys about the odds. This is crazy. We'll talk about that in a second. 319, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Hello.
I was wondering, after all these years, would you like to meet?
Yes.
Hello from the outside. What you got for me, 319? You're tickling my ear vagina with your sweet, sweet whispers, but I'd love to hear what you have to say about tonight's show, or I'm going to have to dump your ass over the top rope. All right, there you go. It started with a whimper, not a whisper, and that's when I dumped him over the top rope. Goodbye. What am I supposed to do with that? I sang Adele to this guy because I didn't know what to do with it. Hello, it's me. I was wondering after all these years. Wait. I was wondering if after all these years you'd like to meet. There we go. Boom. All right. The odds, man. I want to talk about the odds because at my soul, at my core, at my heart, I'm a degenerative gambler. I don't gamble because if I start, I'm like Fred Flintstone. Bet. You know, I'm crazy with it. And I will not have a house. Just the reality. So I'm interested. I'm intrigued when I read things about the odds. And right now, I find this interesting. It's because it's kind of what I've been saying. Triple H is currently a slight favorite to win the Royal Rumble match. And this is from 5 Dimes, a betting site. Triple H currently stands at plus 105, followed by Roman Reigns at plus 180, Brock Lesnar at plus 310, and Bray Wyatt at plus 1,400. That might be a good value right there if you want to place a bet on Bray Wyatt. Everyone else is above plus 3,000. So if you don't know, a plus 105 means that you would get $105 if you bet $100. So there you go. There you go. The rest of the odds go like this. It's pretty interesting. Last man standing match for the Intercontinental title. Dean Ambrose is the dog here. A 260. No, that means he's the favorite. I just confused myself. Dean Ambrose is minus 260 to Kevin Owens is plus 180. Del Rio 455 negative to Kalisto's plus 315. Charlotte negative 245 to Becky's plus 175, and New Day is negative 140 to the Usos plus 100. So there you go. There you go. These odds they're crazy to me because it seems like we could have a fairly interesting shakeup to a lot of things on the Royal Rumble. So it'd be interesting to see if they decide to do anything crazy because I really don't know what they're going to do with it. They have a lot of options, and I'm not sure where the X factors lie. But I'll tell you this much. Bray Wyatt is not a bad bet to make here. At plus 1,400, I mean, you can make a little bit of scratch with that. So something you might want to consider if you are of the betting persuasion. And I guarantee the closer we get to the Rumble, those odds are going to go down. They're going to go down. They have to. They all but have to. That's about all of the news that I really care to talk about. I mean, we talked about a lot of things, but there's really not much else. Oh, it looks like Austin Aries is closer to signing with the WWE. The rumor is that he was actually in the area to go get his medical testing done. So it looks like he might actually be getting this happening here. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Other than that, I don't really have much else. NXT was a pretty damn good show tonight. I thought it was very solid. I thought it was a lot of fun. I thought we got some great wrestling matches. And I'm always down for that. When you focus on the wrestling and it's the meat and potatoes, then I am one happy guy. Fake ass twat. Dave, notice me. Notice this comment. I have news, motherfucker. A YouTube video was uploaded a few hours ago of Taker at the gym today. Maybe he's in the Rumble. Maybe he's just working out. Fake. Maybe he's just working out. He could be in the Rumble, but Isaac A. Dave, who from NXT do you see being in the Rumble? Maybe nobody. Maybe nobody. I don't know who else we could see. I think Sami Zayn is an option. He's in the middle of a story. Maybe Cass and Enzo, I don't know. It's a tough one. I'm not really sure. Hideo Itami. If Finn Balor is really going to be doing this whole thing with the Bullet Club guys, then I could see Hideo Itami being a surprise entrant in this year's Royal Rumble. I could see that. That could be interesting. Other than that, so there you go. That's all I got, man. I hope you guys had a fantastic evening. I hope you guys enjoyed NXT. Want to hear from you guys? Make sure you hit up my comment section after the video. Make sure you follow everything that's going on within the channel and in the community. Patrick Glenn building a hockey channel. Pretty good stuff there. Gun Cannon doing his thing. Make sure you're checking him out and what he does. Got a whole bunch of people. And, of course, my good friend Tommy C. over at Shot from the Point. Hockey doing his thing. I did not participate in the Crease tonight. I needed some sleep. My heat got turned down, so I was able to get some sleep. So, for me on that. And, of course, Jeff Huffman, Grand Slam 87. If you love video games and you love a guy talking over video games, then boom. So there you go. That's all I got. Thank you guys very much. I hope you enjoyed the show. Like, subscribe, and share. Isaac A., if it is indeed your birthday, happy friggin' birthday, Isaac A. Happy birthday, buddy. I hope it's a good one for you. Make sure you check out my man Sal, the copious graphics guru at White Death 1385 on Twitter. Make sure you check him out, man, if you have graphical needs. Reasonable pricing and amazing graphics. What more could you want? Go check him out. He's the fucking man. Look what he's done for my channel. Look what he's done. It's amazing. And it's only getting better. So make sure you check him out as well. Also, my man, Real Talk Metaphor Messiah, Jay Davis, dude, who we opened up tonight with his Dead on Dave theme song, the official Dead on Dave song, intro music, Brock Lesnar, which is on his new album, Black Mozart, which you can find at www.realtalkthetruth.bandcamp.com. Make sure you check that out as well. Hope you guys have yourself a really good evening. SmackDown tomorrow night live right here, and we'll watch it and we'll have a good time. I hope that you guys will join me live and gear up for the rest of the week because we got some great stuff heading your way the rest of the week. So we'll see you there, and we'll see you tomorrow night live right here on Dead on Dave Productions. Like, subscribe, and share. And as always, donation. Bear donated $2. No Dave, no Isaac. A does not deserve a happy birthday. He wished death upon fake-ass twat. Well, fake-ass twat can be a little much. Again, I'm not taking sides. You guys continue to work that shit out by yourself. Way to catch me as I'm doing my outro. Jesus. Thank you for your donation. Again, Bear. Just supporting the channel. I love that. Thank you very much. That's all I got. Thank you, guys. As always, if you don't have talent, have talented friends. Keep it copious, people. Peace.